We have an incredibly complicated supply and wholesale business, and we're growing rapidly, and we really needed to implement a system to be able to keep up with that growth. The main system that we actually used, and we grew quite a large business using this, was that we were an Excel-based business, and there comes a time and place when the larger you get, that's quite a manual program to use. It's also one that's open to change from anybody. We've been looking at implementing an ERP for a number of years. We just hadn't found one that suited our needs. We have multiple teams across the business with people doing the same roles. However, each team almost puts up their own walls and creates a silo and does things their own way. This creates difficulties in that people can't cross over from one team to another without having to learn a new way to do something. With NetSuite, we just streamlined it so that everyone has to do their role the same way, which means that they can interchange between teams without any disruption to, daily workflows. Hey, my name's Eddie Gallagher. I am the Head of Legal and Compliance at Uncle Bill's. I think we didn't recognise how large an impact that implementing a new system would have on people's everyday business lives. Wildtech was there to assist with that. And throughout the process, they engaged both the project team, of which I was a part of, and also everyone else in the office at various times, bringing them in, seeing what the requirements of their roles were, how NetSuite can assist, and then building customizing NetSuite to meet those needs. There were several Wildtech members and Uncle Bill's project team that lived in a boardroom pretty much 3 to 4 days a week in Sydney. I think the biggest hurdle or potential risk for Go Live is the migration from the previous systems, particularly when you have 6 of them, which we were doing, into one system. So yes, the week before Go Live or the couple of weeks before Go Live was very hectic, but in our case, Go Live, pretty much the migration of data was very successful. The benefits of the implementation have been work processes. Secondly, everyone's doing it in a uniform way, which is nice. We're also storing the data in a system rather than being Excel-based where we could hardly, it was very difficult to get reports out for everything we needed to give people the data they need to do their job. Having everything stored in NetSuite means that we can actually readily get reports. One of the biggest benefits, I guess, is that we've now got a GP report, which is important to any business. Quoting was one of the big things that we wanted to get out of NetSuite, in that we were always doing our quotes based on Excel spreadsheets, PDFs. They weren't uniform. So NetSuite, which one of the biggest pieces of customization by Wildtech was the development of the quote system. It's actually made quoting the calculations a lot easier, or a lot more automated. Anyone can do it. Everyone does it the same way. And also the outputs are now uniform as well. The implementation of NetSuite meant that people had more time to do what was important, which for our business is sales and sourcing, i.e. we need to source the right product at the right price for our customers.